In the early days of television, Fred Flintstone was actually promoting cigarettes. You know, he would come on before the show smoking a cigarette. Hey, Barn, you want to smoke a doobie? But, you know, but well, it wasn't marijuana, but he was smoking cigarettes. So he was, and you know, a lot of people don't remember that, but it was sort of a.
Winston Cigarettes was a sponsor.
Was it Winston Cigarettes? Okay, so Fred. No, you want to sing it for me?
Nothing tastes good like a Winston tastes good like a cigarette should.
I'm surprised you know that. You look so young. I would expect you to. Your mother taught you well. No, so yeah. My point is with that is that back then you had very customized forms of advertising. You know, you had variety shows. Milton Berle or Burns and Allen. They would come out and actually, you know, promote the product themselves. And right now, the internet is kind of like those early days of television. You know, if you have, because people are still trying to figure out how to make money. I mean, a lot of people, you know, and it's still based on an advertising model. And nobody has been able to really kind of stabilize what that advertising model is. But being that it's kind of up in the air right now, you can recommend certain things to people. So we have these cartoon characters, and I told the company just what I was telling you, let's have these characters kind of do customized ads. So you can do banner ads like what you see right there, but you have people who also mention things in their podcast, you know, just like a radio show. But in our case, I was like, well, let's be that Fred Flintstone, you know, of the internet right now. Let's go ahead and have these characters advertise people's products. So what you see here, let me set this up first. No, and they're going to do a whole page takeover. Everything, and you probably have seen this before, where, you know, on Yahoo Movies they have their regular layout, but then when a big movie's coming out, they might have the whole page taken over by whatever big film is coming out at that time. So that's the whole page takeover. They did it for this movie, Jonah Hex. So far, our track record has. People think actually we curse films because so far we've been promoting movies that are terrible and sometimes bomb. But the real reason why is because these movie companies are testing this out. So they give us some of the smaller films that are films that they think would appeal to our demographic, and they're testing out this model with us. With Jonah Hex, we did this whole page takeover. As you can see, we had designers come in. So when you scroll the page, it comes down and does this little thing of snugly fitting into this little puzzle piece right there to make one whole picture there. And we also did a video for this, advertising the movie, using our characters to do so. I'm not going to show you that video. But for this thing right here, for Paul, what we're going to do is we're going to have a page takeover, but we're going to have our characters right there in the center of the page. And throughout the day, Paul is going to come in and take over a different character. And we went and looked at the trailer for Paul, and we just said, you know, Paul, every day Paul's going to be a different character. As you can see, this is my character here, and Paul is me. And this is the rough animation, so you can't really see how it fit on the page. But throughout the day, not only is Paul going to be one of our characters, but our characters are going to be animated. So Paul does different things in the in the trailer, and we decided to incorporate that into our characters. Paul is mooning somebody in the trailer, so we did that ourselves. Where, you know, Paul moons the camera and somebody smacks his ass. Just to give you an example, this is another day where Paul will be another character. He's a character named Carlisle that we have. Paul he lifts up a bagel and talks about probing people in the trailer, so he probes me right there. I look shocked, but, you know, it's not so bad after a while. So, so as you can see, the studios will allow for that if it appeals to your demographic. Normally where they wouldn't on a commercial or something, here they're kind of like, you can get away with that.